Alright, so today we're going to be working on the Y63 2025 Nissan Armada. It's Pro-4X. I've got about 21,000 miles on it. The service manual calls for a 20,000 mile maintenance on the rear differential. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think it's a little bit early. But while I'm under warranty, I might as well play it safe. I purchased the fluid. The fluid is OEM Nissan 999 MP DF 300P. Service manual called for 2 quarts. Also need a 10mm hex wrench, 3/8 socket. I have some measuring containers and crush washers for the drain and fill plugs are 11026-4N200. The fluid was pretty expensive. It lists at $82 a quart. I got it for $65 here at Crossroads Nissan in Wake Forest. With the 2 crush washers, it was about $165 for the fluid and the washers, which is expensive, but I guess necessary based off the service manual. And I do tow a camper, so might as well play it safe, like I said. To start, I raised up the suspension to the highest level, turned the vehicle off, put it in the suspension service mode so it doesn't automatically drop for any reason. Warmed up the vehicle for a 10-minute drive, went under, cracked the fill plug and then the drain plug. As always, you crack open the fill plug first, so you know you can fill the oil. When I pulled the drain plug, just under 2 quarts came out, and there's definitely some, I assume it's factory, I guess, break-in lubricant, whatever you call it. But there is some metal shavings. That's pretty normal based on what I've seen. It shouldn't be an issue, but I'm gonna fill it, keep an eye on it, and go from there. But you reuse the plugs, just clean them up, and swap out the crush washer. And I believe you torque these at about 26 foot-pounds. When I pulled them out, they were not very tight, so it shouldn't take much. 26 foot-pounds should be fine. If I find in the service manual later that it's a different torque value, I will post it in the description below. So I cleaned up the drain plug. It did have some assembly grease on it, and some metal shavings, very fine, just clutch wear, I assume, from the differential. Cleaned it up real well, took off the crush washers from both the drain and the fill plug. These are the old ones. They're trash, they're once use. These are the new ones. And to fill, I use this 4 Uncles 200cc fluid extractor. I did use this previously for my Volkswagen Golf R. It uses a similar Hypoid oil in the rear diff. So if you see part numbers on this, that is not for the Nissan, that is for my Golf R. And this was, I think, around $10 or $12 on Amazon. This is how the fluid looked. 2 quarts, just under 2 quarts came out. It is a little darker than I typically see out of a rear differential, but being that this is locking rear diff and a little more complex than the typical one, I guess it's okay. So I went under, torqued the drain plug, filled the differential with exactly 2 quarts of the Hypoid fluid S1. Right at 2 quarts it started dripping out of the fill hole, so that takes the full 2 quarts just about. Installed the fill plug, torqued it to about 26 foot-pounds, and cleaned the differential with a few sprays of brake fluid. And just to note, there were a few little pieces of metal, some fine shavings in the oil that came out. Guess that's not a big deal. Most of it was caught by the magnet, and first change you expect to see a little bit of wear in there. Once I clean everything up, I'm gonna go ahead and drive it, warm it up, and we should be good to go.